How's it going today? Today we're going to talk about some five stocks, some bonus one at the end of the video that I'm buying that's down. Make sure you like and subscribe. It's been a kind of a wild week. Really, it's been kind of what you expect, where everybody's looking for a correction, and all this and all that. And really, in my opinion about it, I think this is a great buying opportunity. I don't think I keep saying buy the dip, and it's always worked for me. And all these people say, "Well, this time be different." Oh, this time, but I always buy the dips. I don't listen to the media. The media likes to excel these things. I mean, all I gotta say, with that virus or the Democrats, what do you want to blame? Whatever the media, if you watch Fox News, they go tell you it's the Democrats that causing the sell-off. If you watch CNN, they're telling you it's the virus. You got all these things. Bottom line, nobody knows. Nobody knows why these stock market happens. They always find a way. It happens, and they find some way to blame it, and that's just the way it is. But that's fine by me. I don't really care if it goes down. I like the market going down sometimes too. I like going up on average, but I like these pullbacks. I hope it goes down to 5%. I could just be right there buying it up. I don't really care what happens to the market. On my trading account where I trade, I could short it. I don't really care if it goes up or down. But anyway, we're gonna focus. This is not really a trading thing, but this is kind of an investing. What the stocks I'm going to buy and hold for the next 5 years. So I don't really care what's going to happen with this coronavirus. I think it's all bullcrap anyway. I mean, what? Let's say 1,000 people or 100 people, or nobody even knows the numbers. I don't even think anybody knows the numbers. What the virus is, and they say 20,000 people got it, or 100,000, or whatever the number is. I don't even know the number in China, and I don't really even care. But let's just say there's millions of people. That's millions of people, and maybe less than 10% of your population has it, and less than 2%. So of that whole population, how many people are dying? I mean, come on. I mean, people are just stupid with it. I mean, come on. All California gets it. I mean, Wuhan, China. I mean, what? I remember the swine flu that came through, and people were scared to eat pork and all this, and it's just stupid. People are just, they don't know what it is, and they get scared, and it's just the way it is, and they sell their stocks, and that makes no sense. Anyway, I actually believe in buying it. I actually bought some. I bought actually some of the S&P funds too, in the NASDAQ. I think they're oversold. I think they're getting oversold. And I think it's going to be a good buying opportunity. But anyway, I did 5 stocks that I picked for you guys right here. I'm going to do them right now. Number 1 is the Trade Desk. The Trade Desk, I have always recommended this one. I like it. It's advertisement. And let's face it, I don't really even care what happens to the coronavirus. This could happen for years or months or whatever. I don't know how long it's going to last or whatever. And I don't really care, because I'm going to hold these stocks longer. And then it comes in a global pandemic and it kills everybody, well, your money's going to be worthless anyway. That argument is about the dumbest thing I've ever heard. To sell your stocks, to do this, and they just think short term, think 2 years out. The stocks are fine. And I think the economy probably be fine too, even if we get it's already down 15% or whatever. Was it going to go down 5%? Going to put us in a bear market, and 30%? We're already halfway there if it went 30% down. So anyway, and then the second company I'm recommending is Salesforce. I like Salesforce. Had a good quarter. This company is growing rapidly. They're innovating. They're the cloud stock to own. I believe in cloud computing. Like I said, I look 3 or 4 years out, and I see this company doing well. And I think this is easily a $200 billion company, and it's trading around 150. So I believe this company can go up even higher. I think this stock could get up 200, 230, 250. I believe it has a lot of room to run. Now the next ones, they took a hit. All the payment systems getting hit. It's PayPal and Square. PayPal and Square are, I think, great buys right now. Because first PayPal, MasterCard came out with some numbers saying everything's gonna sell off and all this and all that. But I believe the sales will get hit a little bit. But hell, they're only saying 1% or 2% or whatever it was. I forget the exact number. But bottom line is, it's such a small I mean, Mastercard is a massive market, and Square and PayPal. I think PayPal is getting hammered, and Square is getting a little bit hammered too. So I believe both of these companies are good, and they're taking a hit. They're down. I mean, PayPal's down. It was 120, now it's like 105. I mean, it got hit a little bit, but I think it's a buying opportunity. Now, the next one, a lot of people can say I'm crazy for buying it, is Match Group. A lot of people say, oh, nobody's going to date and meet people if there's a virus going around. Well, let me tell you something. First, that's just short-minded thinking once again. That's 6 months thinking. I think years out, and what's a growing trend? People are going dating online, and I think Match Group is a perfect company to buy to get that trend. I think it's the leader in matching. It's the leader. And that's why I like Match Group. I think they're just getting it done. Dating is kind of one of these dating websites, kind of like a network effect. The more people use it, the more popular they get. The more popular they get, it's compounding. Everybody checks it out because all the cool kids are doing it, and they use Tinder. And I'm not saying that trend could change, but I think Tinder is addicting. I've never used it or whatever, and I really don't care about all the dating stuff, but I believe that as a trend to play. I think that's a trend. I think this company's getting hit. It's down over 30% in the last 3 months. So this stock got hit before, now it's getting hit again. And normally that's what happens. Normally that's what I look for, the companies that go way below. I mean, if you do some valuations on Match Group, it's getting to the point where it just keeps getting hammered and hammered and hammered for no good reason. It beats the numbers. It's growing faster, become more profitable, and the company still gets it. And them are the companies you buy when it makes no sense why people are selling it, because the valuations have gotten low. Anyway, and the next one is all the FANG stocks. I think the FANG stocks, I believe that if you buy a basket of them, I actually own all of them except Netflix. But and Microsoft also, I think it's a short hit, which is good. You kind of want that. You get right back in there. Amazon. I think people are still going to buy things online, and I think people will still do that in 5 years out. And that stock took a hit. It got a good rally, then it got hit, and it got pulled back. Now, the bonus one, it's not really down, actually. It's up. It's Etsy. I think Etsy is still undervalued. I think this could be easily a $10, $11 billion company. So I believe that company could be a lot bigger than what it is. So if you look at valuations, true valuations, I believe Etsy is a stock to look at. So basically, recap is Trade Desk. I've always recommended. I go leave a link why I recommend that a million one times. Salesforce, PayPal, Square, Match Group, the FANG stocks, and Etsy. I think all of them are going to be good plays. I think all of them will do well. There's no reason that this coronavirus will. I mean, people are just getting out of their minds, really. They're just not thinking with the coronavirus. I really believe that. I think they're just getting crazy with it now. I think, 5% hit, but 15, 20, 30%. I mean, there's people thinking economic global collapse now. I mean, come on. Over a flu virus, I mean, come on. We all had the flu. I mean, hell, a lot of us had strep throat, pneumonia. I mean, bronchitis. I remember having bronchitis. I mean, how you get sick for a week, you take some antibiotics or get a shot in your arm or whatever, and you're fine. I believe people are just not thinking, and they're just thinking short term, which the media does that. The media doesn't really talk about valuations. They don't do discount cash flow. They're not sitting up there with a spreadsheet going, well, the Match Group by the numbers, they could sell up. Because if they did that, they couldn't induce fear, because then you're like, well, Match Group is below its value. Means if it, they don't understand cash flow. They don't understand discount cash flow, because if you do that with PayPal and Square and Match Group, and especially Etsy and Salesforce, you'd be like, you know what? These companies are getting undervalued. I think they are, especially with bonds. Bond yields are 10% or 1%. I mean, there's no asset in town that beats that other than stocks. So I mean, that's why these valuations are going higher. Look up Warren Buffett when he talks about valuation. He always called interest rates the yardstick. And now they're talking about cutting interest rates. I mean, that is good for stocks. And low interest rates are good for stocks. I mean, anybody could tell you that. I mean, more borrowing, they can buy back more shares. They can do a lot of things. Bottom line, it's good for stocks. It's just like tax cuts. They're good for stocks. They're good for it. All these pessimistic people out here that don't make any money doing this stuff, they could tell you how horrible it is. And a lot of these people, they You have to look how they make their money when they come up on these stages and talk on Fox News. How do they make their money? Do they make money selling you a book? You know, a lot of these people, like this guy, he always sells gold and stuff, and he always goes out and he always says buy gold now. And I heard it on the whatever the news, and he was saying, oh, everybody should buy gold, buy gold, buy gold, buy gold. You know, but then you look at research, and this guy owns a gold firm. No wonder he's saying buy gold, or the guy economic collapse and buy my book. You know, I've heard it so many times. I've heard it, you know, since 2013. And you know how many corrections I've been through. I mean, you had one in 2014. I don't even know what it was about. I think it was something stupid. I know that. And then in 2015, it was the flash crash. I think it was Greece and stuff. You know, and I don't remember them. You know, after a while, 2016. It went down, and then it went down because Trump won. I mean, that was the big thing. In 2016, if Trump won the election, the stock market would crash. And then in 2018, it went down in the first part of the year, then second part of the year, you know, then the trade war. I mean, what happened to the trade war? I guess there's no trade war now. I guess that just, you know, I mean, give it about another week and people will be talking about something. Give it about another month. They're going to be talking about somebody else. It'll be Iran or this or that or this. I mean, it'll be something else they're going to be talking about. China said this or Bernie Sanders. Hopefully, Bernie Sanders, you know, hopefully he wins the thing, and hopefully the media go turn their attack towards that, you know, and shut up about the coronavirus, because that's just kind of stupid. That's just like, we got enough better talk. Let's talk about some virus that has maybe, 100,000 people. There's, billions of people in the world. So let's talk about this coronavirus and spark feel for that, you know, this new virus that we're going to have to talk about. Just like Ebola and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It doesn't shut down the world. I'm not saying it's horrible, but I mean, not horrible, but I mean, it doesn't shut down the world. I mean, it's stupid. I mean, people just they just get scared and they come up with all these doomsday things. But anyway, like and comment. Make sure to leave a comment down in the video of what you're buying. Don't start doing fear, because I'm just not going to listen to it. I never do. Anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you. Bye.